Hi, this is Alex from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another retro cinema video. In this video, I'm going to talk about U.S Marshall, a show that came out in 1956 and ended in 1960. And this show had two different titles. The first title of the show was Son of Cold Treats, that started in 56. And then the second title for this show came out in 1958 as U.S Marshall. When I think he got a higher rank, and then he moved to somewhere else and became a U.S Marshal. Let's see what this thing says. Let's see. Okay, the first show or season had 39 episodes, and then okay, because he went to Arizona to become a federal marshal, that ran for another 39 episodes, and this was always in black and white. Now, this was based on the true life person, the Frank Morgan. Now, I have no clue who Frank Morgan was, or if he might still be kicking, he might be dead. The star of the show, John John Broomfield, he died. He died about 5 years ago. I think he was like 80 something years old when he died. And it's got a bunch of stars in it. As you saw in the episode I was showing you, we had Jack Lord, Hawaii Five-O. We had Charlotte Bronson, the Death Wish guy. We even had the girl from Beverly Hillbillies. I forget what her name is, but she was the daughter of the Clampets. And we had a bunch of other more stars. Now we will be showing some more of this show next month. And I used to watch this show on TV back in the 80s on a channel that didn't come in clear all the time because back then with rabbit ears, and you had your regular basic 5 channels or whatever. But if you were lucky enough, when the rabbit ears was real good in the way you had it, you sometimes picked up extra channels that the picture wasn't all that clear, but you got something different. And this used to come on that channel. It was a Boston channel. I think the call letters was WSBK or WBSK. But it was them four call letters, and it was on channel 38. And I used to watch this show came on like in the evening time, about 4 or 5 o'clock. And it was hard to figure out the show because you had all that fuzz and snow all through the show. But the little bit I got to see of it was real good. The channel never came in clear until I got to see it on cable. But this show never played no more on that channel. So when I saw it on DVD, I had to pick it up so I could see what this show Ray was about. And this show is action packed. I don't think this show got any dry episodes in it. And this show is kind of like a modern day show of nowadays, of the way of the violence and everything. And if the show was made today, they probably would have more violence in it than when this show came out. Now, I don't know if this show ran after the show got canceled. 'Cause I saw it in reruns, but that was about 30 years after the show got canceled. I think it was 87 to 88 when I saw the show in reruns. So I don't know if this show got played in the 60s or 70s. If you guys remember this TV show, you can leave it in the comments and tell me what your memory is of it. And this is probably the only show that wasn't really a cowboy show, because back in the 50s, this was up against a bunch of cowboys. I'm thinking you had all them cowboy shows out there. You had some cop shows out there too, like Richard Diamond and Robin Hood. I think Flash Gordon had a TV show. Can't remember any other TV shows for that time period. Well, you had the Honeymooners and I Love Lucy, but there was more cowboys back in the '50s than anything. So this show must have been up against a lot of people. And the show ran 39 episodes twice. That's a lot of episodes. That's almost 50 episodes. About 50 episodes, I think it ran to. And in about 3 or 4 years worth of them episodes. This show ran kind of for what it was up against. It ran pretty good. Now, this show would ran in the '60s, all through the '60s, then it would have been probably better off because then it would have been running up against cop shows. You would have had your Hawaii Five-O, your FBI, your Ironside, your Mandix, your Sunset Ship, and probably a bunch more cop shows that I can't think of. Of course, I think Batman would have beaten this show off the ear. Because Batman was the #1 TV show of the '60s, so maybe this would not have made it. But Hawaiian Five-O, FBI made it offered the Batman series and Mission Impossible. So maybe the show would have made it. And I don't know what to say about the show. Here's the back cover. Now this thing is kind of it's not out of print. You can get this kind of real cheap. When I bought it years ago, see this thing came out in 2003. I probably bought it during that time. This thing was kind of cheap. It was like $5. It was like $5. And I looked on Amazon a couple after I got done doing this whole show. It was only it was only like maybe $6.98 or something like that. So it didn't really go up much. And they've got a whole bunch of these TV shows on Amazon. But some of the comments I've been reading about them say that the show ain't they ain't get a good copy of the show. So this is the only copy this way. And then next month we're gonna do the rest of the show, some more episodes, but it'll be on a different company. Yeah. Or maybe yeah, it'll be on a different company name. So I hope their copy for the rest of the rest of the episodes will be good quality. If not, that's okay. We'll still play them. You get to see what the new episodes are going to be. We don't got all 30. We don't got all the episodes, all 50 something episodes, and we're never going to have that. That's kind of, on my case, it's lost history. But you can buy about 20 episodes of the show if you get the Amazon thing. But that's still, you still got a lot of episodes you're never going to see ever until the company see that this show is popular enough to bring the whole show to DVD or Blu-ray. So if you like the show a lot, please make the company bring the show to life. With your help, we always could get a new TV show out there. On yeah, in a sense, I love this show a lot. I would show every episode that's ever made if I had the chance. But we'll only be able to get to show you about 4 or 5 more episodes, and that's it in my collection. So this will be a short video. So if you like U.S. Marshall, if you saw it when it came out, or if you saw it in reruns form in the '60s and '70s, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what you hear for the show when it came out, or when you saw it rerun form in a couple of years after it got finished. Unless you saw it when I saw it in the '80s, then that's even good too. You could tell me what you thought about when you first saw it in the rerun in the '80s. Now I loved that. I was a little kid watching it, and back in the '80s, you were able to watch all them classic shows like Leave It to Beaver, Dennis the Menace, Andy Griffith Show, Hazel, and this all came on regular TV. If you had a good antenna, you got to see him clearness. If you had a crappy antenna, you got to see it. Not as good, but you heard the voices. So I'm trying to bring like all these old TV shows if I can, and And we're gonna do some more cop shows next month too, and some sci-fi shows. So please like, subscribe, share, comment, and have a groovy day. We'll have another video coming out real soon.